Hey everybody, welcome to Neil Talks. My name's Neil, and it's time to talk a new series, HBO's The Last of Us. And man, I'm psyched. I've heard a lot about this show. I'm familiar with the game, but here's a little background. I played the original game when it came out years ago. Thought it had a beautiful narrative. It was a lot of fun to play. But I didn't revisit it. I haven't played Remastered or Last of Us 2, so I don't remember all of the story. But I do remember Joel and Ellie. They're indelible characters in my mind. Their relationship is a really fascinating one, and I'm hoping that this show does that justice. I also hope this is a show that's accessible to people who have no idea about the game. You know, that's always one of the big challenges when you are adapting another IP into television form is how do you, on one hand, keep the fans of the original IP happy by being faithful and honoring the original source material, while also making the show as accessible and entertaining for a new fan who knows nothing about the history of that IP. It's a delicate balancing act. Sometimes it works, often it doesn't. But I have high hopes for this one because, well, for a lot of reasons. Working in the Western Canadian film and television industry, it's a small enough community. It's a big local industry, but it's a small enough industry that you are familiar with everything else that's going on. And in my 20 years of experience in the business, there was always one show that was like the nightmare show of the moment to be working on for any number of reasons. Often it was just an incredibly hard show as far as hours, locations, the scale of that production. I've worked on a couple myself. Bionic Woman back in 2008. I put in a bunch of years on Arrow. These are shows where, you know, if you told other people in the business that that's what you were working on, their first look was one of sympathy, and then they would ask for horror stories. And sometimes these reputations were well founded, and often they weren't. Or, you know, certain incidents got blown out of proportion. My point being, even though this wasn't filmed in British Columbia, it was filmed in the neighboring province of Alberta, we were hearing about it in Vancouver when it was being made, The Last of Us. And it was, we were hearing horror stories, but it was always through the grapevine. So we never spoke to anyone who actually worked on it. We just heard that it was a nightmare to work on. That there were production delays, that there were rewrites, all of these sorts of things. How much of it's true, I honestly don't know. And those sorts of production hangups sometimes result in a bad product, but often don't. Often, if a show is going through rewrites, if there are delays, it's because they've spotted a problem and they're going to fix it. So there's no way to prejudge a show. I'm optimistic. The trailer looked great, and I feel like they're going to do this show justice, but let's go in with an open mind, I guess is my point. Before we get started, two things. Since this is the first episode of a new show that I'm reacting to, you can check out my full-length reaction to it over on my Patreon for free. If you've never checked out a full-length reaction, if you've never supported a reactor on Patreon, this is a way to check out that platform without committing any financial. If you like what you see, consider helping out the channel. It really does go a long way in allowing me to continue to do what I do. Secondly, this sucks because real-world timing sometimes just isn't convenient. Before next Sunday, I leave town for 3 weeks, going on vacation to go visit my family in South America. So I won't be able to react to the next handful of episodes on time. You probably won't see another reaction from me for this show for close to a month. When I get back in town, I'll catch up as quickly as I can, and I will try and be reacting to this as close to as live as possible as soon as I'm caught up. But there will be a delay until my reaction to episode 2. I apologize for that. There's no way I can react and edit this while I'm on vacation. I'm taking a vacation. I'm sorry about that. I hope you understand. And I look forward to getting back into this when I return. But that's enough of me talking. Let's jump into this show. Episode 1 of The Last of Us, When You're Lost in the Darkness.
Fungi seem harmless enough. Many species know otherwise, because there are some fungi who seek not to kill, but to control, telling it where to go, what to do, like a puppeteer with a marionette. Currently, there are no reasons for fungi to evolve to be able to withstand higher temperatures. But what if that were to change? What if, for instance, the world were to get slightly warmer?
What?
Cordyceps, aspergillus, any one of them could become capable of burrowing into our brains and taking control.
If you've seen the nature documentary footage of zombie ants, man, it's crazy.
So if that happens,
we're screwed.
We lose.
Oh, I'm already creeped out by the intro. It's all fungi. Craig Mazin, who did Chernobyl, and I reacted to... I feel like he was a brilliant choice for adapting this. He mastered that post-apocalyptic feel.
Alarm. I was gonna make you birthday pancakes. I swear.
You know, I don't really like pancakes.
I know you don't like them. It's for my benefit. Gonna have to wear diapers soon.
Who says I don't already? Shell.
Calcium.
Lovely. You still alive, you old fucker?
Oh, he loves you.
Jakarta. Where is that, Middle East?
Indonesia.
Bell. It's definitely a country.
It's the capital of Indonesia.
Shit. Hope for us yet.
Y'all want some biscuits?
Dad, you love biscuits.
I do. But I'm on Atkins. Sarah will be by later. She'll stay as long as you want. I'll tell you all about Atkins.
Great.
Austin. Okay. Well, she's on a mission. Something with the watch. I can't remember.
It's a spring. I'll do it right now. All day. I swear.
We're done for today.
It's 3:15. We close at 7.
I'm very sorry. He cannot finish.
I'm already finished.
طب خلصني وأعطيها إياها بقى.
What's going on?
You should go home.
We haven't been listening to the news. I need to know what's going on.
I was thinking we'd make some cookies.
Chocolate chip?
Raisin.
Yay. Uh-oh. Oh no, what's happening to the old lady?
Hey, Mrs. Adler?
Oh. What does the dog know? Jeez, now we got fighter jets. It's like start of Red Dawn.
Where's the cake?
Forgot the cake.
Come on, man.
I'll get us one tomorrow.
Swear.
All my life. I don't hear anything.
That was lame. You're lame.
Yeah, I know.
I could have stolen 60, but I put the change back because I'm an honest thief. Besides, it's the thought that counts. And you were never going to do it for yourself, so.
Thank you. Don't fall asleep.
Of course I won't. It's too riveting.
But I'm in jail.
God damn it.
What's my fault this time? I was at the bar, some guy goes crazy, starts swinging at a waitress. It's a fucking madhouse, Joe. I gotta get out.
God damn it, Tommy.
I'm sorry.
I mean, I ultimately know how this is all going to go down, but we didn't spend nearly this much time with all of this in the video game, obviously. It's just going to hurt more. 3 hours later? Jeez. Whoa. What the frick's going on? I love that we're not seeing anything. We're just sort of living in this little
Dad?
microcosm. And just on the periphery of everything.
Law enforcement and emergency services are in the area and will be in contact with further instructions.
Oh no. We're gonna get our first look. Go back inside, Sarah.
Come on, let's get you home. Come on, Mercy,
No,
please.
does not want to go in there.
Mercy!
Ugh. They're ramping up the tension really good here. Oh, gross. Oh, wow. Look at that. Get out.
Get in the truck! Right now! Move!
What are we doing, Joe?
Oh.
Get your seatbelt on.
Hold on.
Oh, help.
You take 70.
71. They're saying it's mostly people in the city. That's why they got the highway blocked off.
You'd have to go a lot, right?
We're fine, trust me.
I was in the city today. That's what she's thinking.
All right, take the field. We cut across and we pick up on the west
Now
side.
we're right into the
west
game.
side. All right, hang on.
Oh, jeez. Oh, God, dude.
All right, keep going, keep going.
This is so good. Oh,
Tell me you
jeez.
can't stop here.
I can't drive through them
Are
all.
you serious? Just keep going. Back, back,
Oh,
back, back,
jeez.
back, back.
Oh, God.
Dad?
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Well, your truck's out of commission. Oh, my God.
Don't look. Are you okay?
My ankle.
We gotta get off the street!
Whoa.
Head to the river, I'll find a way.
You don't look anywhere else.
Oh, good dad. She's looking somewhere else. Run. Run, run, run. Jesus. Whoa! Oh, there's gonna be awesome stunts in this. Oh, I love how out of control they are. No forethought, they're just straight line attacks. Jeez. Tommy?
Stop right there.
We're not sick.
I got 2 civilians by the river, one of them injured. Yes, sir.
Oh, he's just been told to kill him.
We are not sick!
I'm sorry.
Please don't.
Oh, God. I remember this moment from the game so much.
Okay. No. I know, baby. I know. I know it hurts. You're okay. I know, baby. I know. I know this hurts. You're gonna be okay. All right. Baby, listen to me. No, I know. Tommy, help me! Joe. Come on, baby girl. Come on, baby girl. I gotta get you up. Come on, get up. Come on, baby girl.
She's already gone.
Come on.
We had half an hour with her, and it's like so freaking gut punch painful. Whew. Boston now. Austin to Boston. So this kid's like born 10 years after the outbreak rather. What's the patch say?
There's gonna be a little tickle right here. What if I told you that after we gave you some medicine, we're gonna find you your favorite food to eat? Would you like that?
That sounds too good to be true. Is he infected?
It's okay.
Scanner came out red. What's the badge say?
You're safe.
Is that Joel in the foreground?
Can't.
It wasn't medicine. He was infected. Jeez. But he's holding the dead kid just like he was holding Sarah when she broke her ankle.
Unauthorized exit from a quarantine zone. Maria Elisiano, each of you having been found guilty by the court-martial panel, and with a sentence of death by execution as empowered under the ENTA.
Kid had a patch, not unlike this guy's patch, am I right?
How are we doing with the vehicle?
All set. Set to get one last guy in the depot to buy in.
Okay, I can see about 200 for the other guys. 200 for you.
Do yourself a favor. Stay off the streets for the next few nights. Fucking Firefly's been blowing shit up all week. Guys are jumpy and tired. It's easy to make a mistake in the dark.
Fireflies, that's right.
Stay safe.
He's planning a breakout.
Yeah, you too.
Planning to escape the quarantine zone. No one's allowed in or out.
It's not like I planned on ripping you off. Sorry.
How about we just let it go?
I want you to forget this ever happened.
Done.
Don't do that.
What? It's just a truck battery.
What about your guy? Because when he sees you, I mean, put yourself in my shoes.
Like, he answers to me. So are we good?
The fuck was that? I do not remember the details of this at all. What the hell was that? Fireflies attack?
Oh, shit.
Free Boston now, motherfuckers!
Stuck in the middle.
I'm not a firefly!
So excited to see her in something else. She was so good as Lady Mormont in Game of Thrones.
Count slowly and clearly from 1 to 10.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Slowly and clearly.
6, 7, 8. Fuck you.
And hold out your...
She's done this before.
Let me out or you're gonna pay, motherfuckers! I'm not supposed to be here!
There are the firelights. Lost in the darkness. Look for the light.
Nothing? Is there any chance it's coming in at night? You're sleeping, you miss it?
When I'm sleeping, Gabriella listens, or my son, the smart one, not the other one, God bless him. If Tommy responded, we'd know. They gave him your message, they haven't seen or heard from him since, and that's it.
No word from Tommy.
It hasn't been that long.
It's been 3 weeks.
Oh.
It's never taken him more than a day to respond.
So he's...
I'm sure he's okay.
Okay, so he's only recently left.
Joel, it's in Wyoming. There are raiders, there are slavers.
But you're sure Tommy's okay?
Q-bar 4, but I don't know exactly what...
So why'd they end up in Boston? Oh, that dust in the air. It's such a signature of Amazing show. Long drive to Wyoming. It's broken on the moment. They got shot.
I got jumped by a couple guys.
It's a miracle you're alive.
It's a miracle any of us are alive. I need you to take a breath.
What?
The guys who jumped me were with Robert. He sold our battery to someone else. Nothing's lost.
Truck's no good without one, and if I don't get to Tommy soon, he's gonna die out there. Who'd he sell it to?
Don't know.
Well, where is he?
Don't know. Yet. No, I promised Robert that you wouldn't hurt him. But I would very much like for you to hurt him. So let's go hunt that motherfucker down.
Alright. So functionally, Joel's thriving in this society. Sorta. The gray market of it, anyway.
What's the point of this?
Is that your question? To follow fucking orders.
And why do you have some random girl locked in a room? Our people are asking what's going on, and I don't know what to tell them.
Tell them to follow fucking orders. We are in a war against a military dictatorship to restore democracy and freedom. Does that sound about right?
Yes.
Are we winning? Are we beating Fedra here? Are the Fireflies beating Fedra anywhere?
Rebellion takes time.
I want them as distracted as possible because tonight, every Firefly in Boston is going to gather in this building and we are going to leave the QZ permanently. From our guy in the radio tower in Salem.
Is this real?
I believe it is.
Whatever it takes. We'll get her where she needs to go.
I'm trying to watch this through the eyes of somebody who has no idea what's going on. And I think I'm super intrigued, but it's definitely a slow burn.
1, 2, 3, 4. You're not scared. Why did you stop them?
We'll get to that. So, Veronica.
So can I go?
No. Where are you gonna go? Back to Federal Military School?
They put me there when I was a baby. It's for orphans.
They didn't put you there. I did. Ellie.
You're my fucking mom or something?
I look like your mom?
No.
No, you do not.
My name is Marlene. I'm the leader of the Fireflies in the Boston QZ.
Why would terrorists dump me with Fedra?
Because it's where you'd be safest. Terrorist? Was Riley a terrorist?
Why won't you let me go home?
Because you have a greater purpose than any of us could have ever imagined.
Man, I do not remember all the details and the names and stuff. Like, I just remember broad strokes, and I love how they're not spoon-feeding us at all right now. Jeez.
This one's done.
Yeah.
Awesome.
He came down after he was infected.
Awesome build. You've turned to fungus.
You smell that?
Yeah. Gunpowder.
Oh.
Yes.
Got to our guys first. Jesus. Where's the battery?
Well, the battery's no good. He still tried to sell it. Twice.
Oh.
Joel?
Marlene?
Ellie.
So this is who Robert screwed us over with? The Che Guevara of Boston?
Give me my knife.
What do you need a car battery for? Don't.
Not at her. And I need it for a better reason than you do. No offense, but Tommy's just one man.
You're the cause of it. You turned my own brother against me.
Okay, Joe. That was a lot of gunfire. Fedor's gonna be on the way. We were gonna move Ellie out of the zone tonight, but we won't make it anywhere like this, not for a while anyway. So now I'm thinking you're gonna do it.
The hell we are.
Who is she? To you, she's cargo.
We don't smuggle people. Sorry.
I can do it. Kim, you don't have a fucking ear on your fucking head, could you please?
Oh, she doesn't.
What I do have is you. And I know what you're both capable of. For better or worse.
What are they capable of?
You get her there safely, and they'll give you what you need.
The second we hand that kid over.
You'll talk it through, but please remember that I'm bleeding out.
We'll get her to your crew at the State House. But before we hand her over, they give us everything that we want. If not, we kill her, there and then.
Deal.
Really? That fast?
You are all that matters.
Interesting, we don't see the shootout. We're just...
Joel, don't fuck this up. Please.
I'm loving the look of the show so far. They've done such a good job with set design and decoration, with costume.
The radio's a smuggling code, right? 60s song, they don't have anything new. 70s, they got new stuff. What's 80s?
Probably isn't taking it off in 20 years.
I've never been on the other side of the wall. Look how dark it is. You guys go out there a lot?
I guess.
So we're gonna be okay.
Yeah.
Oh, the radio came on when you were sleeping.
What was the song?
They kept saying, like wake me up before you go.
80s. What's the X mean?
Gotcha. 80s means trouble. Code broken. Holy shit, I'm actually outside.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, shit.
You stay close and you follow my lead.
Yeah, of course.
Awesome lighting. Doing such a good job of like recreating the vibe of the game.
Hey, don't move! You gotta be shitting me. Hands on your head!
Really, man?
Yep, I'm doing this by the book. Risk my job for half off. Out of your fucking mind.
Ellie, what the
She's gonna go red. That's...
We can fix this. Move.
Yeah.
No, I'm not sick.
Joe!
I am not sick. Look, this is 3 weeks old. Nobody lasts more than a day. Just as look at the old to you.
We gotta move, Joe!
Well, oh, jeez. Oh. The tension, the creep, the spook, it's all here. Let's play some 80s. The 80s means trouble. Well, they're nailing it so far. It's got the right vibe. It's got the right feel. It's definitely got the right look. I got the creeps. I got the tension. They're doing a really good job of just building this world. And like I said, it's been quite a while since I played the game, so I've forgotten a bunch of the details, but moments come back to you, you know, and that moment when Sarah dies early on is just like the moment that like locks you into the game. and I feel like it serves the exact same purpose here. It locks you into the show. It defines Joel. He failed his daughter on the night of the outbreak, and 20 years later, he's still massively affected by that moment. He still wears the watch that she repaired for him. Of course, it broke again when they got shot. But man, it's so good. I'm really, really impressed so far. The look of it in particular, it just they nailed the vibe of the quarantine zone. This feels like a massive budget production, and it's showing on screen, which is great. That's what you want to see when you imagine a show spending a ton of money. You want it to pay off, and it really is. That this feels so. It feels like 20 years of decay, doesn't it? Man, I'm just really, really digging it. Great to see some familiar faces popping around. Anna Torv, who I'm watching in Fringe right now, is back in a very different look and vibe, but we've just started. We've barely spent any time with Joel and Ellie together yet. I'm trying to view this. I'm trying to imagine what this experience was like if you know nothing about the story. Because I hope that there's a lot of people who are tackling this story for the first time. And I imagine that if I was in those shoes, I would be hooked. I'd be super curious. I'd be wondering what the heck is going on. And we got a hint of what's going on when, right at the very end, Ellie tested positive. The scanner went red. And she's like, "No, look, I got bit 3 weeks ago," and we saw when that kid came into the town when we first arrived in Boston. That kid wandered in from the wasteland. I'm going to end up using some Fallout terms here because it's a post-apocalyptic Boston, so don't be surprised if I use some crossover terminology. But this kid wanders in. They tell him they're going to give him his favorite food and all the toys he wants, but he tests positive for cordyceps. He's injected with some sort of fatal dose of something, and Joel throws his body onto the fire. But when we were doing that scene with the kid, we saw the infection, the stages of infection of this cordyceps fungus, and it basically progresses down the body. It starts in the head and neck, and you see those first stages in 15 minutes or so. All of it happens within about 12 hours before you're like fully possessed. The fact that the kid wasn't talking was probably a pretty good indicator that he may have been infected, but Ellie got bit 3 weeks ago when she didn't turn, so there's something special about her. I don't think there's anything spoilery in that from what we've learned on the show so far. So what's out west? Who knows? The Fireflies seem to have contacts out there. Maybe the organization reaches that far. They seem to be pretty national, but how much contact does each quarantine zone have with any other quarantine zone out there? There's some level of trade, but it's all black market. Like drugs are coming up from Atlanta. Smugglers are able to breach the quarantine zone, sneaking out and back in again. Even though both of those are death sentence crimes in this world. We've set up Fedra as this military dictatorship that's now in charge. The Fireflies are this rebel organization that doesn't seem to be progressing in its aims of restoring democracy to America. But now at least they have Ellie. But I forget Marlene's connection to Ellie, because Marlene knows exactly who Ellie is from her time, since she was an infant, and she put her into a Fedra military school for orphans, basically. I don't remember all of this, and I'm trying to remember, like, what I like about this is the stuff I don't remember might be just because I have a bad memory. And it might be because it's not in the game. And I enjoy this kind of reaction. I had a similar experience when I was reacting to Sandman, because I know those comics really well. And the Netflix adaptation, remarkably good. I highly encourage you to check it out. But it was very faithful to the comics, but it wasn't an exact reproduction of the comics either. There were moments where the creators took a real choice to diverge from the comics, and then you start wondering why. What prompted the decision to be different in that moment? What prompted the decision to tell the story in a different way? Is it because, like, I remember, like, in the game, you get that first, you get moments from that first day with Joel and his daughter, but we don't get nearly as much time as we did here in the episode, and that's because that first day is really just your game tutorial, how to move, how to interact with the environment, and the tutorial culminates in the escape through town and Sarah getting shot. That's where the tutorial ends. But it's primarily about gameplay. There's obviously storytelling going, but we spent more time telling the story here. I don't remember the next door neighbors, the Adlers, being part of the game, and I appreciated having it here as our first introduction to the cordyceps and what it does, how it acts, what the threat is. So, yeah, man, I'm excited for more. I look forward to this a lot, and it's a shame I'm not going to be able to watch it for another 3, almost 4 weeks. But I'll be able to dive back into it with gusto, because I'll try and get those next 3 or 4 episodes out as quickly as I can. Again, I apologize for the inconvenience of real life interrupting my reactions to this, but we'll see you on the other side, guys. I'm really looking forward to this ride. I hope you guys are too. I'd love to hear your comments, whether you are a diehard fan of the game and know all the ins and outs of the story, or whether you're completely new to this and you're just a curious television watcher who's stumbling across The Last of Us for the first time. Let YouTube know that you enjoy these reactions by subscribing, hitting the thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, feel free to check out some of my other reactions. We do a lot of cool stuff here on Neil Talks, and I really appreciate you spending a little bit of time here on the channel today. And until next time, everybody, take care, stay healthy. We'll see you soon. Cheers.